Electric field line due to finite rod and infinite rod. So these two field lines. Electric field की value अगर electric field का formula calculate करना है using the Gauss theorem. First step is we have to identify the shape of electric field lines. We have to identify the nature of symmetry. And only if it is symmetrical, we can apply the Gauss theorem to find the electric field of that configuration. Finite rod charge electric field is not infinite, not symmetrical. When the state become infinite, every point is like a midpoint. जितना ऊपर charge उतना नीचे charge. The lateral pressure will cancel out each other. So that means it is now symmetrical. Symmetry identify करने के लिए, if we consider a wire, the field lines are coming in all the directions. The field lines are coming in all the directions, not just vertical. The electric field will be coming out in all the possible directions like this. So it will be if we see from the top, it will seem it is going identity outputs from tip of that rod in all the directions. Means if suppose we consider here. So first step was draw the electric field lines. Second step, suppose we want to find the electric field at point P, which is r distance from the rod from the wire. Draw a Gaussian surface passing symmetrically through that point. This point से pass another symmetrically means r distance from this wire from everywhere. Each point on this wire, r distance के point को अगर हम join करेंगे left side right side, it will become a cylinder. So suppose we consider a cylinder of length L, radius R. As a symmetrical Gaussian. Yes. So we consider a cylinder of radius R, length L, because this symmetry was cylindrically symmetrical. Finite rod के लिए Gauss theorem से calculate नहीं कर सकते. For infinite rod, electric field formula can be calculated using the Gauss theorem. Electric field due to infinite rod or infinite wire having uniform charge. So first step. So second is just की symmetry identify करने के लिए draw the electric field line. ये इधर कुछ हर एक डायरेक्शन में निकल रही होगी. This is symmetrically outwards. Point P which lies on the cylinder, वहाँ पर एक छोटा सा हम लेंगे surface area dA and we draw the electric flux coming out of that Gaussian surface. Apply Gauss. In a cylinder there are three surfaces. One is this curved surface. Another are these two plane surfaces, एक ऊपर और एक नीचे. But the electric field lines are coming out perpendicularly only to the curved surface. Plane surface में तो ये parallel है, तो plane surface से कोई flux pass नहीं होगा.
सब प्लेन वाले से पास ही होगा.
Plane के parallel है ना. Area vector is perpendicular to electric field. This is electric field. कोई भी छोटा सा area
Yes, sir.
it will be making a 90 angle. And cos 90 is 0.
Okay, sir.
Yes. Consider a cylindrical Gaussian surface passing through point. Radius of that cylinder is R, length of that cylinder is L. Apply Gauss theorem, there will be three faces, three surfaces through which electric field lines can pass or electric fields can pass. Integration of E dot dl is equal to total charge flows upon epsilon naught. सिलेंडर को जब ओपन करेंगे, when we open this integral, there will be three surfaces. एक तो curved surface, अभी ये सर्कल हटा देंगे because now we are taking separate as curved, separate as these two plane surfaces P1 and P2. E into dl into cos 0, because curved surface में E into dA into cos 0, they are in the same direction, but on the plane surface, E into dA into cos 90 for the first plane surface. Similarly for the second also, E into dA into cos 90 for plane B2. And what is the total charge enclosed? This must be equal to charge enclosed upon epsilon naught. इस सिलेंडर के अंदर वायर, the enclosed wire length is L और यूनिट लेंथ पे चार्ज है लैम्डा. यूनिट लेंथ पे चार्ज लैम्डा, so L लेंथ पे चार्ज, it will become lambda times L. Cos 90, ये टर्म हो गया 0, cos 90 is 0, this term becomes 0. E into dA into cos 0 is 1, E is symmetrical, E को बाहर निकाल लेते हैं.
सर यहाँ पर आपने तीनों का सम क्यों करा, क्योंकि आपने कहा था कि प्लेन वाले से पास नहीं करेगा.
हाँ बेटा,
सर आपने कहा था जो फ्लक्स ऑफ प्लेन वाले से होगा सिर्फ कर्व से होगा.
तो 0 हो गया ना, because cos 90 0 होगा, मैथमेटिकली प्रूव भी हो गया. P1 और P2 में 0 होगा because electric field and area vector are perpendicular to each other and cos 90 is 0.
ओके सर, मतलब इसका लिखेंगे बस फिर पर होगा 0.
हाँ करेक्ट. तो
ओके
मैथमेटिकली
सर.
that y is 0 because electric field और area vector के बीच में एंगल 90 डिग्री है. Flux is AB cos theta, cos 90 is 0. By symmetry is current surface के हर एक पॉइंट पे E सेम है, so we take E outside, current surface area become 2 pi RL, that will be equal to lambda L by epsilon naught L upon. Electric field is lambda divided by 2 pi epsilon naught. Electric field due to infinite wire, infinite rod at a distance r from it is given as lambda by 2 pi epsilon. इसमें 2 से ऊपर एक से मल्टीप्लाई करके इस पर लिख सकते हैं 1/4 pi epsilon naught 1/4 pi epsilon naught is k, so 2 के lambda. इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड due to infinitely long wire, जिसको हमने पहले कुछ इंटीग्रेट करके निकाला था, अल्फा और बीटा को 90 करके, we can directly calculate this with the help of Gauss law और Gauss theorem in one step. We can directly calculate electric field due to infinite wire. Okay. Electric field due to infinite wire. Electric field due to infinite wire is lambda by 2 pi epsilon naught. So पहला था for a point charge, it has a spherical symmetry. Second was line charge, which has a cylindrical symmetry. Third case, electric field due to infinite sheet of charge. All these are very important for board exam also. One of these derivation almost comes every year. 3 marker or maybe 5 marker also.
सर तो ये मतलब सेम ही करना होता है डेरिवेशन पार्ट में.
हाँ बेटा, ये सेम है, सभी में सेम है, बस केवल गॉसियन सरफेस का शेप चेंज हो जाएगा. पॉइंट चार्ज के लिए इट वाज स्फीयर, लाइन चार्ज के लिए इट इज सिलेंडर, And similarly for other shape also, we have to identify the nature of symmetry. Accordingly, we will choose the shape of Gaussian surface, and then we will do that. The steps are same. We have to apply, we have to consider the Gaussian surface based on the symmetry of electric field line, and then we choose the surface, apply Gauss law.
Okay, sir.
Third case is electric field due to infinite sheet of charge. Sheet has no thickness. Sheet is a two-dimensional 2D body. So any sheet having charge, the same charge is visible from right side as well as left side. इसमें thickness है नहीं तो जो भी charge रखा हुआ, the same charge is seen from right as well as left side. अगर ये plate हो तो plate में there will be some thickness, and due to the thickness, the right side and left side charges will be different. ये infinity होगी only then again it will be parallel, otherwise it will start turning from the edges. If it is infinite, only then all the field lines will come out parallel, and if it comes out parallel to each other, perpendicular to the surface, parallel to each other. So we have to identify this. Every point is like a midpoint, again symmetrical from all the directions. This is going to infinity in every direction. Right? This is a symmetrical electric field. Is this electric field symmetrical? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
इसमें जो चार्ज डेंसिटी है उसको हम चार्ज पर एरिया की फॉर्म में लिखते हैं सिग्मा. Sigma is called surface charge density or charge per unit area. Charge per unit. So we have to identify the symmetry. What is the nature of symmetry here?
So parallel symmetry.
Parallel symmetry. Symmetry कैसे identify करते हैं? R distance में हमें वो points choose करने हैं जहाँ पे electric field की value same है, and join those points. So there is parallel line, uniform means electric field is same. Electric field is same at every point, and direction is also same. अगर हम r distance पर कोई भी plane consider कर लें, it may be a rectangle, it may be a square, it may be a circle, any plane area you choose. Every point on this plane, the electric field will be same, exactly same. So this is symmetry, and that is planar symmetry. कैसा भी आप plane choose कर लो, passing through that point, which is the distance r from it, and every point passing through that, a plane passing through that point, every point of that plane will have the same electric field because of its planar symmetry. Same on the left side, अगर हम symmetrically choose कर रहे हैं, ऐसे एक surface हम left side में भी ले लेंगे to make it a close. What shape it will make? Cuboid. This will become a cuboid. Since it is a planar symmetry, तो हम दोनों तरफ सर्कल भी ले सकते हैं. सर्कल को ज्वाइन करेंगे तो सिलेंडर बन जाएगा, which is here in NCERT, but that's confusing. That may give you an idea. It is a cylindrically symmetrical, but symmetry is not cylindrical. Symmetry is planar symmetry. कैसा भी plane surface area ले सकते हैं, doesn't matter the shape. Similarly, on the left side, at the same distance, bisymmetry. R dust is on the right side, R dust is on the left side. There is electric field, there is a surface. On that surface, electric field value will be equal. E into A is the flux. Says electric field is uniform at every point on the surface, it is same. E into A is the flux coming from the right side. And from the left side also it is coming out. That means both the flux will be taken positive. And from any of the other side faces, electric field and area vector are perpendicular. Electric field and area vector are perpendicular to each other, and since it is perpendicular, that means cos 90 0. From any of the side faces, flux will not come out. Flux will come out only through this planar. Okay, first step was draw the electric field line. Second step, find the symmetry, and then use a closed surface. So consider, in this case, we have chosen a cuboid surface. You can take cylindrical surface also, doesn't matter. अगर दोनों तरफ सर्कल लेते हैं, consider a cuboid of cross section area capital E. Placed symmetrically. As shown in the diagram, we have placed it symmetrically. Left side R distance, right side. Apply Gauss theorem. Total flux passing through this net flux is to the closed surface equal to charge enclosed upon epsilon naught. Flux is E into A for the right side, E into A for the left side. Both are coming out. 2 times E into A is equal to charge enclosed by that surface into epsilon naught. Charge enclosed is, so we have to first see how much of this area comes inside that cuboid, and then we have to decide the charge. So if this is the cuboid, the surface area that it covers will also be equal to the cross section area, and this area has a charge of unit area charge is sigma, so cross section area A has a charge of sigma into A. Per unit charge, per unit area charge is sigma, so on an area A it becomes sigma A. दोनों को इक्वेट कर दो, A gone. Electric field is sigma by 2 epsilon naught. Electric field due to infinite sheet of charge comes out sigma by 2 epsilon naught. इसमें इंटीग्रेट करने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ी because it was a planar surface, और प्लेन सरफेस के लिए हम डायरेक्टली E into A into cos theta से कैलकुलेट कर लेते हैं.
Okay, sir.
Is this a uniform electric field? Dhruv? Mr. Dhruv? The class, very nice. Navya?
Yes, sir. It's uniform.
कोई बात नहीं, all over भी होगा. Ishita, Meher, Neeti, Shivam, Navya, okay. Good. This is a uniform electric field. Answer is yes or no?
Yes, sir.
How can you say?
So because at every point the
It does
electric
not
field is
depend upon, because it does not depend upon R. The distance पे depend नहीं करता. हर एक point पे same, it is constant in magnitude as well as direction. But if we say uniform, then it's technically incorrect. Why? Because on the right side, the electric field will be positive, it is towards the right. On the left side, the direction has. So it is not uniform in the entire region. Only on the one side of the sheet it is uniform. On the right side, it is uniform towards positive X direction. On the left side, it is another uniform electric field towards negative X direction. But overall electric field is not uniform because there is a change in direction when we go from one side to other side. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Right. Electric field is constant. Sigma is charge per unit area. Epsilon naught is the permittivity of space. So again, it is constant. Both the terms are constant. So electric field is constant. Next case, electric field to infinite plate of charge. Fourth number. ये वो सारे जो NCERT में, then we do some more. Electric field due to infinite plate of charge. Plate is conducting plate. क्योंकि plate अगर non-conducting है तो charge अंदर भी हो सकता है. Conducting plates में charge will be present only and only on the outer surface. Electric field due to infinite metallic plate or conducting. Number 4. Electric field due to infinite conducting plate of charge. Plate can be assumed as conducting. Conducting का मतलब again there is no charge present inside. सारा charge बाहर surface पे आ जाएगा and since it is infinitely long, infinitely large plate, it will be perfectly symmetrical. This is going to infinity down the direction. So this is the conducting plate, some thickness is there in between. Charge will be on the right side of the surface and on the left side of the surface. In between, because it's a conducting plate, there won't be any charge. Since this plate is going infinity, ऐसा बीच में कहीं मिलेगा नहीं जहाँ पे दोनों आपस में ऐड हो जाए. So sigma on the left side, sigma on the right side. Two surfaces, both the surfaces have similar uniform charge densities given by sigma. Yes. Electric field lines will be similar to that of infinite sheet and it will be on both the sides. Both the side means on the right as well as on the left because electric field will be. So we can also assume this as a combination of two sheets placed together at some point. सन्नाटा है. Okay. बेटा ये ऑनलाइन फिर से होने वाला है, ऐसे डल टाइप पढ़ोगे तो मजा नहीं आएगी. Yes, electric field is infinite due to infinite wire. It was cylindrically symmetrical. Infinite shield is planar symmetry. Infinite plate. What is the nature of symmetry here? कैसी symmetry है इसमें? What is the nature of symmetry here? What is the nature of
प्लेट
symmetry?
के अंदर.
अब बेटा
सर क्वेश्चन एक बार रिपीट करना.
infinite plate की electric field lines हमने draw की, which is nothing but two sheets joined together with some gap. इसमें थोड़ा सा gap है. Let's take that gap as 2. Now my question is electric field line बनाने के बाद हमें उसकी symmetry identify करनी होती है. What is the nature of symmetry of electric field line here? Similar field line, planar symmetry again.
यस सर, प्लेनर सिमेट्री.
Planar symmetry. So planar मतलब हम कोई भी plane choose कर सकते हैं. अभी हमने सपोज ये सेंट्रल लाइन से r डिस्टेंस पर एक पॉइंट ले लिया. सेंट्रल लाइन से r डिस्टेंस पे वी कंसीडर द पॉइंट P. इससे पास होने वाला है सर्कुलर क्रॉस सेक्शन एरिया A. Again this is infinite plate
सर Sir,
Yeah, sorry, it was a parent's call for some urgency. So किसी भी infinite sheet और infinite plate में difference क्या है सिर्फ? Infinite plate has two different sheets, two different surfaces, which produces the electric field line on the right and on the left. Symmetry is same, nature of symmetry is same, so the surface that we choose will also be same. Same area on the left, same area on the right, and then we close it to make a completely closed surface. Area A, and then we close it, it becomes a cylinder kind of thing. It becomes a cylinder. Right? Now the cylinder encloses the charge, and we have to find that charge. Area A on the right side, electric field lines are coming out, flux is E into A. Similarly, from the left side also, electric field lines are coming out, flux will be E into A. And the two surfaces where
सर आप म्यूट हो गए. सर, 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 सर,
यस बेटा
सर आप म्यूट हो गए थे बीच में.
हाँ वो कुछ पता नहीं कुछ कॉल्स आ रही हैं आई कैन नॉट पुट माय फोन ऑन एयरप्लेन मोड because of emergency situation at home. Yes बोलो कुछ कह रहे थे क्या आप
नहीं सर, मैं वो पूछ रहा था, बीच में बोल रहे थे, सुना नहीं था, वो बस उसके लिए कह रहा था. आप जो कह रहे थे सुनाई नहीं दिया.
फिर से बोलो तो मैंने क्या बोला this is the cylinder and this cylinder encloses the two surfaces right side one and the left side one also. So because there are two sheets, it will be intersecting twice, once on the right side and another on the left side. So when we write the total charge enclosed, we have to include both of them on the right sheet plus the left sheet one both. Consider a cylindrical Gaussian surface. Now, but that does not mean that the symmetry is cylindrical. Consider a cylinder of cross section area A placed symmetrically and then apply the Gaussian. So this planar surface EA for the right, EA for the left, total charge enclosed upon epsilon naught. Charge enclosed is 2 times sigma A. Sigma A on the right side. This area is A, this area is also A, sigma A and plus sigma A. So that total charge inside is 2 sigma A, 2A gone. Electric field is sigma by epsilon naught. Electric field is sigma by epsilon naught due to infinite plate of charge, which we can think as two sheets combined together, sigma by 2 epsilon naught, sigma by 2 epsilon naught, and that becomes sigma by epsilon naught. So अगर हम सेंटर से डिस्टेंस में बनाए, सेंटर is suppose r equal to 0 till r is equal to t and r is equal to minus t. Both sides is 0 and then it increases, then it is constant. Inside there is no electric field. It is start only from the surface, and that is sigma by epsilon naught. Minus sigma by epsilon naught. Electric field due to infinite plate is double of infinite sheet, because every plate can be assumed as two sheets placed parallel to each other with a small gap. In between, there was no charge. No charge means there will not be any electric field inside. So these four cases are the standard one: point charge, line charge, infinite sheet, infinite plate, which is there in NCERT also. And one of them is asked in board exam every year. Compulsory. One of these four using Gauss law derived expression for electric field.
सर यहाँ पर आपने ये जो सिलेंडर लिए क्यों लिया आपने?
कुछ भी ले लो, कोई भी एरिया ले लो, एंड पे जब उनको ज्वाइन करोगे तो कोई शेप बनेगा. हमने पहले वाले में स्क्वायर लिया था, when you join it become cuboid. In this case we consider the circular cross section area A. When you close it, it will become a cylinder. तो सिलेंडर तो कहने के लिए हमें बस एंड पे कोई प्लेन सरफेस लेना है.
सर तो कोई भी ले सकता है, अगर यहाँ पे हम कुछ और ले तो वो भी चलता है.
क्यूबॉइड ले लो, हेक्सागोनल पिरामिड ले लो, बाइप्रिज्म ले लो, प्रिज्म ले लो. दोनों तरफ ट्रायंगल लेके क्लोज कर दोगे तो प्रिज्म बन जाएगा. दोनों तरफ हेक्सागोनल हो गए, हेक्सागोनल बाई प्रिज्म बन जाएगा. कुछ भी बना सकते हैं.
तो सर आसान कौन सा होता है, या कोई भी सभी सेम ही आता है?
सबसे सेम ही आएगा ना, कि आर पे तो डिपेंड ही नहीं कर रहा है. सेम
ओके सर,
E into A, A into A will be equal to sigma. Doesn't matter. This electric field
ओके
line
सर.
is again symmetrical. This electric field line is having planar symmetry and on the right side, but not the whole region. Electric field is uniform. Only on one side is uniform. Number 5, electric field due to a hollow sphere or spherical shell.
सर यूनिफॉर्म वन साइड पे होगी सिर्फ?
हाँ बेटा,
सर सिर्फ वन साइड पे यूनिफॉर्म क्यों होगी?
क्योंकि दूसरी तरफ जाने में डायरेक्शन चेंज होगी ना. अगर डायरेक्शन चेंज हो गई मतलब इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड सेम थोड़ी है.
ओके सर.
On one side only magnitude तो constant है, but direction is plus I cap and minus I cap. So it is not uniform for the whole region. Only on one side of plate it is uniform. On the opposite side, when you go, this is changing its direction. So even if there is a change in direction, we cannot say that field is uniform. Infinite sheet, infinite plate, infinite wire, and point charge. Now we'll see some more cases. This is not in NCERT, but we'll be using this in the questions of NCERT also. Next, electric field due to number 5. Probably. Electric field due to hollow conducting sphere or metallic shell. Due to hollow conducting sphere or metallic shell or a spherical shell. Hollow sphere is also called a spherical shell, and this hollow sphere, the charge is given, total charge is Q, radius is R. So this is a hollow sphere. Any charge given to the hollow sphere will be only and only on the outer surface. It will not go inside. In the hollow sphere, radius is capital R. This part is metal. Inside is vacuum, hollow from inside, and the total charge given is Q. So total charge is capital Q that will lie on the surface. Radius is capital R. Okay. अब इसकी हमें सबसे पहला स्टेप इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड लाइंस ड्रॉ करनी है. सेकंड स्टेप वी हैव टू आइडेंटिफाई द नेचर ऑफ सिमेट्री. थर्ड स्टेप जिस पॉइंट्स पे कैलकुलेट करना है वहां से पास होने वाला गॉसियन सरफेस, एंड देन वी अप्लाई द इलेक्ट्रिक Gauss theorem to that. Draw the electric field lines perpendicularly outwards. मेटल के अंदर इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड लाइंस होती नहीं है, बाहर perpendicularly. To start from the surface perpendicularly outwards. What is the symmetry of this electric field? What is the symmetry of this electric field? अंदर electric field lines नहीं है, बाहर ही होंगी केवल. The total charge on the surface. अगर हम इसको extend करें, then all the field lines will meet exactly at the center.
Yes sir.
So field line is similar to that of charge kept at center. Center पे अगर charge रखा हो, तो जैसी electric field थी वैसे इसकी है. The only difference is it is starting from the surface, not starting from the center. Hence symmetry is same. Symmetry is spherical symmetry.
सर अगर ये सर हॉलो नहीं हो तो फिर ये अंदर से भी लाइंस आती ना.
देखते हैं, that will be the next case. That will be the next case. अगर suppose ये hollow ना हो के conducting spherical shell, conducting sphere होगा. If it is a solid conducting sphere, किसी भी conducting sphere के अंदर अगर हम चार्ज रखते हैं तो भी सारा का सारा चार्ज निकल के बाहर surface पर ही आ जाएगा. So even if it is a solid but metallic solid, the whole charge will come on the outer surface. Electric field line will start only from the outer surface. तो चाहे hollow conducting shell हो या solid conducting sphere हो, दोनों की electric field lines भी same होंगी, formula भी same होगा. Only and only for non-conducting or insulator sphere, it is possible to have charge inside.
Okay sir.
So symmetry is again spherical symmetry, which is clear by comparison with point charge separate center. सारा का सारा charge center पे assume करके and then we draw the Gaussian surface. Now there are two possible reasons, outside it and inside it. Outside the shell, in the region outside the shell, if you have to find, then small r is greater than capital R. Small r is the distance of that point. Capital R is the radius of the sphere. अगर हमें ऐसे किसी पॉइंट पे कैलकुलेट करना है where small r is greater than capital R, we draw a Gaussian surface passing through that point. We draw a Gaussian surface. Gaussian surface will be sphere only because it is spherically symmetrical. So consider a sphere. Passing through point B and applying the Gauss theorem on it. Consider a spherical Gaussian surface passing through point P. Point B से पास होने वाले spherical surface की radius है r. Apply Gauss theorem on it. Electric field E. Area vector dA, both are outside. दोनों के बीच में angle 0. Integration of E out dot dA is equal to total charge enclosed. The total charge sphere के अंदर, that will be the whole charge on the surface. जितना भी charge है sphere पे सारा का सारा इसके अंदर आ जाएगा. So E out into dA into cos 0. Integration will be equal to total charge Q by epsilon naught. By symmetry, electric field at every point is same on this outside वाले पे. बाहर निकालेंगे इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ dA इज इक्वल टू q by epsilon नॉट dA का इंटीग्रेशन a हो जाएगा which is 4 pi small r square q by epsilon naught. Electric field at any point outside it comes exactly similar to that of point charge kept at center. अगर हम सारा का सारा चार्ज सेंटर पे एज्यूम करके इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड निकाले वहां पे then also it will be exactly same q upon 4 pi epsilon naught r square which is k q by r square. Electric field at any point outside is same as that of point charge kept at center. If we assume all the charge to be present at center and apply and calculate the electric field due to shell will also be exactly same. Right? Okay. Second case is inside shell. अगर हम इसके अंदर कहीं कोई point लेंगे, take some point inside. At any point inside, suppose we have to calculate the electric field, then we draw electric field. Gaussian surface passing through that point. Draw Gaussian surface passing through that point. If we consider some point A inside and draw the electric field, apply the Gaussian. अंदर अगर हमने कोई surface ले लिया, in that surface there is no charge. All of the charge is outside. Second case, inside the shell. Inside the shell. E in E inside dot dA is 0. Electric field at any point inside will be always 0 because there is no charge enclosed by it. For a hollow sphere, outside at any point, charge is similar to that of a point charge kept at center. सारा charge center पे रख के electric field calculate करें, that will be exactly same to that of this spherical shell. Right?
Yes, sir.
अगर दोनों केसेस शेल के अंदर इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड जीरो होती है जैसे शेल के अंदर ग्रेविटेशन फील्ड जीरो होती थी inside hollow sphere inside solid conducting sphere there is no electric field because the whole charge comes on the outer surface. If we represent this on the graph, electric field inside shell is zero, outside shell is exactly similar to that of point charge. Right, so if we represent this on the graph, E versus smaller graph, from zero to surface, it is constant. It is constant but zero. Inside the shell, inside the solid conductor, there is no electric field. It is only from the surface, inversely proportional to R. When we go from right to the left, electric field variation is same, but direction is changed. So it will be on the opposite side, negative. This is the variation of electric field with respect to R for a hollow sphere. Electric field will vary on the surface. Correct. Electric field due to hollow sphere or solid conducting sphere will be same. Outside for any point, we can assume the whole charge to be present at center and electric field will be similar. For any point inside, because अंदर कोई charge नहीं है, and the Gaussian surface there is no charge inside, there will not be any electric field inside. मैं समझ आ रहा है? कोई डाउट इसमें अभी तक? Anyone?
क्लियर है सर, समझ में आ रहा है.
समझ आ रहा है? Okay.
यस सर.
I have next and last case, the sixth number probably, sixth or seventh value. Sixth or seventh, next case. Electric field due to
Seventh, sir.
6. Electric field due to solid non-conducting sphere having a uniform charge distribution throughout its volume. So अभी हमने जो किया था that was for a solid में सारा चार्ज बाहर निकल आएगा. There will not be any charge present inside a sphere. Next is electric field due to solid non-conducting. Solid non-conducting sphere. Having uniform distribution of charge. Uniform distribution of charge throughout the volume. So this is some solid sphere. इसके अंदर charge distributed है everywhere uniformly. Right, and this is not possible for any conductor. Conductor के अंदर कोई भी हम ऐसा charge नहीं रख सकते. The whole charge will come on the outer surface. Total charge is capital Q, which is distributed in this whole volume. Total charge is capital Q, which is distributed in this whole volume of radius capital R. Total volume is 4 pi by 3 R cube. Total volume is volume charge density. Volume charge density rho is Q divided by 4 pi by 3 R cube. Charge per unit volume. Coulomb per meter cube. So first step, we need to identify the nature of symmetry. And how do we do that? Solid sphere को बनाने के लिए हम कैसे बना सकते हैं? The symmetry is spherical, but again we need to justify why it is symmetrical. Sphere बनाने का तरीका, solid sphere बनाने का तरीका, start with the point, उसके ऊपर एक hollow sphere, उससे बड़ा hollow sphere of increasing radius. That will make a solid sphere. ऐसे हर एक distribution की electric field spherically symmetrical है, so when we combine them, the result will also be, the resultant electric field will also be symmetrical, and it will also be having the similar symmetry as that of point charge. So for any solid sphere also, the symmetry of electric field is spherically symmetrical. So if we draw the electric field lines, it will be somewhat similar to point charge. Not exactly, क्योंकि इसमें अंदर अलग-अलग जगह पर अलग-अलग जगह अलग-अलग number of sheet spherical shells will be producing. So ये बस ऐसे roughly बनाया, this is not the exact electric field line shape. It is just to show the symmetry. Electric field lines will be spherically symmetrical for the reason because it is a combination of the different spherical shells. To identify the electric field at one point, वहां से pass होने वाला Gaussian surface. Again, there are two reasons: outside and inside. For any point outside this sphere, small r is greater than capital R. For any point outside, distance small r from it. Electric fields to calculate करने के लिए we have to choose a Gaussian surface. Consider again a symmetrical Gaussian surface passing through that point, which is a spherical surface. So जब हम कोई point बाहर choose करेंगे at any point outside the solid sphere, और वहां पे हमने एक spherical surface बना लिया. At that point, electric field E out dot dA. Consider a small surface, small area on the surface dA. Apply Gauss theorem. So it's the same step. I'm not writing again. E out dot dA will be total charge enclosed upon epsilon naught. E out into dA into cos 0 इस बड़े वाले स्क्वायर के अंदर सारा का सारा चार्ज q अपॉन एप्सिलॉन. E out बाहर निकालो. Integration of dA is equal to q by epsilon naught. Integration of dA will be 4 pi r square. So at any point outside, electric field will be again similar to the that of point charge kept at center. Hollow sphere हो या solid sphere हो, सारा का सारा charge उठा के center पे रख लेंगे. And if you assume the whole charge will be present at center, the electric field calculated using that will be exactly same. So this also becomes kq by r square at any point outside. बाहर किसी point पे electric field calculate करने के लिए we have to choose the Gaussian surface. So as long as this symmetry is uniform, symmetry uniform means distribution is uniform, and it is a spherically symmetrical. The point charge electric field at any point outside is same as that of electric field due to the point charge kept at center. At any point inside. At any point inside, let's say this point P. At any point A. For this, if you have to calculate the electric field at this point, electric field at any point inside. Electric field at any point inside, we can use again the Gauss theorem. With the help of Gauss theorem, we can find out the total electric field at that. अंदर अगर हमने किसी पॉइंट पे कैलकुलेट करना है, now it won't be zero because there is a charge. Now there is a charge. At this point, electric field is E inside, and we are supposed to calculate this charge enclosed by it. सॉलिड स्फीयर के अंदर किसी पॉइंट पर इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड कैलकुलेट करनी है, तो हमने वहां से पास होने वाला एक स्फीयर चूज कर लिया. नाउ कंसीडर अ स्फीयर ऑफ रेडियस स्मॉल r. radius small r passing through that point A. Integrate this E inside dot dA. कितना? It will have charge enclosed. Suppose that charge is Q dash is equal to Q dash by epsilon naught. Q dash is the charge in the radius R sphere. Charge on the square of radius R. Q dash. Q dash कितना होगा? Rho into volume. Charge density means charge per unit volume into volume. यूनिट वॉल्यूम का चार्ज दो, इस छोटे से स्फीयर के अंदर का चार्ज डेंसिटी इनटू वॉल्यूम. So it becomes rho into 4 pi by 3. बेटा समझ आ रहा है?
Yes, sir.
इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड कैलकुलेट करने के लिए इस पॉइंट से पास आने वाला गॉसियन सरफेस बनाते हैं, दैट इज अ स्फेरिकल सरफेस. उस स्फीयर के अंदर कितना चार्ज आएगा, दैट इज Q enclosed. Charge inside is so this becomes E in dA को इंटीग्रेट करेंगे 4 pi r स्क्वायर आ जाएगा, rho into 4 pi by 3 r cube by epsilon naught. 4 pi और pi gone, r square से r cube gone. Electric field at any point inside is rho r by 3 epsilon naught. अंदर किसी भी पॉइंट पे इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड की वैल्यू डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू स्मॉल r is the distance from the center. रो की वैल्यू को वापस सब्स्टिट्यूट कर देते हैं. अगर if you substitute rho as q by 4 pi by 3 r cube, then this formula inside formula can also be expressed in some other terms. Inside electric field, which is rho r by 3 epsilon naught, rho is q by 4 pi by 3 r cube. Q by 4 pi by 3 r cube, this is rho into r by 3 epsilon naught. 3 gone. Slightly rearrange it, it becomes Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught, small r by capital R. Inside electric field is directly proportional to R. That becomes K Q small r upon capital R. Inside electric field is directly proportional to R. Outside electric field is inversely proportional to R square. Right? अंदर की इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल है R से, and outside it is inversely proportional to R square. इनसाइड के लिए दो फॉर्मूला लिख सकते हैं, rho r by 3 epsilon naught और k q r by, this is the same thing. Electric field at any point inside is k q small r upon r. Right?
Yes, sir.
तो कैसा बनेगा इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड का ग्राफ, E versus molar, E versus R graph for the solid non-conducting sphere. सेंटर के लिए इनसाइड वाला फॉर्मूला यूज करेंगे. सेंटर मींस r0 is electric field 0. Inside is 0, it is increasing linearly because it's directly proportional. Center से surface तक it increases linearly, maximum on the surface. Outside is again similar that of point charge, it is inversely proportional outside. Left में आएंगे तो formula is same but direction is opposite, so electric field will be same but negative. Electric field due to solid non-conducting sphere. Charge density rho uniformly distributed in the whole volume. Understood? So now all these cases in where uniform distribution they are completed by using the Gauss law. So जब exam में question आएगा, there will be two different ways. It will be written using Coulomb's law or using Gauss law. Find or derive the expression of electric field due to seed, due to hollow sphere, due to solid sphere. These two are not in the NCERT, but yes, they are used in the question. So they are supposed to. Now, according to the NCERT, I think we did electric dipole. Not yet. Next concept is electric dipoles. Gauss law part is done. There are more applications of Gauss law when solving numerical that we will be doing after the electric dipoles. We left one topic in between, that was the electric dipole, and हमने भी electric field पढ़ी. Electric field को calculate करने के methods. एक Coulomb law, but Coulomb law को use करके अगर हम किसी की distribution में calculate करते हैं, we are supposed to integrate because Coulomb's law is applicable only for point charges. Other method is if there is a symmetrical field, we can use Gauss law. With the help of Gauss law, we can derive expression for any such symmetrical field. Right? So, okay, we will continue from here. On Friday, we will be doing the questions from the Gauss law and electric flux worksheet, and then separate concept of dipoles will be done next week.
सर
Yeah.
सर आप मुझे इसके नोट्स भेजे तो इस वाले अगले चैप्टर के सर वो एग्जाम के लिए बताया था.
नोट्स में आपको भेज. ठीक.
सर
यस मेयर.
सर आप वीकडे वाले बैच में क्या करा रहे हो?